Welcome to PromagEnviro.com. The model code creation for the Stenner 85 series peristaltic metering pumps. The first 3 digits of the model code is for the tank. If no tank is required, just leave these 3 digits blank. The 3 digits S7G represents 7.5 gallons UV gray tank. S7N represents 7.5 gallon white tank. S1G represents 15 gallon UV gray tank. S1N represents 15 gallon white tank. S3G represents 30 gallon UV gray tank. And the S3N represents 30 gallon white tank. The next 3 digits of the model code are 85M. The next selection is control. The letter F represents fixed, and the letter J represents adjustable. The next selection is pressure rating. The letter L represents low pressure, 0 to 25 psi. And the letter H represents high pressure, 26 to 100 psi. The next selection is tube number. The number 1 represents 5 gallons per day, or 19 liters per day. The number 2 represents 17 gallons per day, or 64 liters per day. The number 3 represents 40 gallons per day, or 151 liters per day. The number 4 represents 60 gallons per day, or 227 liters per day. The number 5 represents 85 gallons per day, or 321 liters per day. The number 7 represents 40 gallons per day, or 151 liters per day. Take note that tube number 7 is not available for low pressure pumps. And tube number 3, 4, and 5 are not available for high pressure pumps. All outputs listed here are at 60 Hz. The next selection is voltage and hertz. The letter A represents 120 volts, 60 Hz. The letter B represents 220 volts, 60 Hz. The letters C and D represent European voltage codes that are not currently available through PromagEnviro. The next selection is suction and discharge tubing. This is not to be confused with the tubing number and represents the input and output sizes. The number 1 represents 1/4 inch white. The number 2 represents 1/4 inch UV black. The number 3 represents 3/8 inch white. And the number 4 represents 3/8 inch UV black. The number 5 represents European sizing and is not available through PromagEnviro. The last selection is tube material. Note that this is application specific. Please refer to the chemical resistance chart for chemical compatibility. The letter S represents santoprene. The letter T represents tagothane. Tagothane is available for tube number 2 and 5 only. Free shipping is available through our website at PromagEnviro.com.